What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review today with another YBY1 VOD review, because this guy won the Box Boot Camp. We were just talking about how he's a fantastic player to watch in these kind of scenarios, and he did it. First place overall, especially crazy for, obviously somebody who had to travel for the Paris Open. A lot of other people in the boot camp did travel as well, but there's some people who are sitting back on NA ladder grinding out games, but he got to play in the Paris Open, did obviously very, very well on that, and then won the Box Boot Camp as well. Is sitting actually ranked 2 NA right now, but the reason we're watching him is he is actually still, well, technically, and here, let me make the quality a little bit better. I know that hotel Wi-Fi doesn't love me, but okay, there we go. Good. Even even though he's actually ranked 2 NA right now, his stats are way better than rank 1 NA's games. Maybe I'll do a VOD review of rank 1 NA at some point, but for now, feeling pretty good about that. And also, okay, so a nice start out of YBY here. So looking to play this Reroll opener, right? So we can look back at our spot here. We get basically the only reasonable slam. I mean, you could make something like a GS, or you don't really have a Sterax holder here. So Nasher's the only reasonable slam in this spot here, and I do actually really like this Nasher slam onto, I'm kind of curious why it's onto the Sona instead of the Teemo. Both obviously can unlock Poppy, but I do really like this because we've hit already one of the 2 costs. We've hit Teemo, which really almost guarantees that we're going to get 4 Yordle in here. Just really need to get to, the Lulu, obviously. But, once you have the Teemo, unlocking the Poppy feels really, really nice here to potentially play a 4 Yordle opener. So yeah, he makes that Nasher slam, and this is his idea here. First Augment, we see here the Savings Account one, the Spirit Visage one, and the Spoils one. I don't really love any of these. We don't really have an upgrade for the Spirit Visage one. The Econ one is like kind of awkward here. Yeah, I kind of hate all of these. Maybe the Spirit Visage one here. This is, wow, okay. We immediately grab the Darken Augment. So the Darken Scythe was buffed pretty hard here, so we could potentially see that. I guess he does also get from Loot Sub here a full a lucky item chest, and he is looking at Darken Scythe here. And wait a second, so we have a few options here, actually. We have Ashe in shop right now, so could be Ashe. He does see Kiana as an item holder now. Gonna grab maybe Quicksilver to pair nicely with these items that we have here. Yeah, gonna pick that up here. Just going to get us going a lot faster. And yeah, gonna pick up the Ashe. I wonder if we could see this as an Ashe Trynd game. Darken Scythe does have quite good stats on Ashe. Yeah, I mean it's looking like potentially that's what we're gonna go for here, and just triple item this Ashe here. Unlock the Trynd next round, obviously. Get to play 2 Yordle right now is just a decent opener, and even just make the 10 gold here. Looking like Ashe Trynd. I mean, I really wanted to VOD review an Ashe Trynd game because this is a comp that it did okay at Paris Open, right? Some games went fine. Also, wait, I didn't even realize the Ashe just spun over there. Yeah, maybe not the best item to stay on Ashe forever here, but yeah, the Trynd obviously can hold these a lot better here. But yeah, the comp did fine at Paris. I saw a lot of thirds and fourths and fifths with the comp, and so I want to watch YBY1 play it because he's just a fantastic player of it. I do think this comp makes a lot of sense from this spot where we started with +1 item from our portal and +1 item from our anvil, because you really want to quickly get to 6 items in this comp, right? You want to get to 3 item Ashe, 3 item Trynd, and that's quite awkward to do if you are not up an item from item augment here. He also does have, wow, another Ashe that you can pick up here. That is actually huge for him here, because that's just Ashe 2 right off rip, right? It's going to be kind of interesting to actually see what we do with the items, because we could move them, some of them back over to the Ashe. I mean, I guess you keep the items on Trynd still. No, he's okay. Yeah, he's going to make DB here and move. Yeah, Nasher's down here. Yeah, actually, I like this a lot because you want items on Ashe, but you can't really put the Scythe on her. Obviously, the QSS is mediocre. It's okay on her. But this setup actually looks really, really nice. Darken Scythe. The DB actually scales up the Darken Scythe very, very nicely. The QSS gives Trynd obviously CC immunity. And he's looking really good with the Darken Scythe. Yeah, the thing I wanted to say is the stats do quite like Darken Scythe Tryndamere. They do really, really like it on him. So you can see he's doing just a lot of work with it, obviously getting in there and doing the slashes from the Darken Scythe. Obviously, he doesn't really have a built-in dash in the same way. I know people are quite high on Darkened Scythe. Yasuo, because he has a built-in dash. Every time you dash, you get the he doesn't really have a built-in dash, but you still get the dash from Darkened Scythe, and you just get the slashes from it being an item in general. So I think it's totally reasonable onto Tryndamere. And I mean, this is another one of those comps that, you know, it got buffed up a little bit in the B patch. And now, you know, C patch has actually nerfed some of the other stuff out there. So this, you know, all of a sudden becomes a comp that I think people are, you know, going to be looking at more and more and more as a 2-cost reroll line, of which there's not. I mean, I guess there's Bard stuff, but really I feel like 2-cost is like kind of at a slightly lower point. You know, maybe Yasuo coming up a little bit better these days. But I think, you know, really Ashe Tryndamere being the premier 2-cost reroll in this spot here. Pick up these items, and we also pick up a Neeko too, who Neeko actually fits fantastically onto this board. So we are going to fit her as well here. Later game, you can get Arcanist in with Swain usually is your Arcanist holder, so that's kind of the idea there. The board actually fits really nicely with Neeko, and I mean with 4 Neekos, we could see YBY going for a did I just say YBY1? Going for a potential Neeko 3 here in the spot as well. So I like it a lot here. All right, next augment here. Certainly not going to be Spirit Links here. I almost don't mind a gain 21 gold just to give us the econ to roll a bit deep here. Yeah, I like this a lot here. Level to 6 and then just roll down here can allow us to pick up a lot of the pieces that we care about here. We do pick up the Sedge here, who fits there finally and nicely, and the Trynd too. I mean, perfect roll down. And we hit basically a lot of the pieces that we're looking for. Throw Swain into the player like we talked about, and the Sedge obviously for Defender on this board, and then Nox is really nicely with the Draven plus the Briar here. So yeah, has the whole board built out basically, and then the Swain on level 7 is the perfect addition. Only awkward thing is that you kind of have to roll on 6 for your 3 stars, right? This is one of those comps where you'd love to push 7. It'd be a great comp to hit like a Fawn in, you know, take a they don't have max cap in the game anymore, right? Yeah, rest in peace max cap. I think that one was a casualty of being really strong in previous sets. But you know, you could take something like Coronation, right? Feel really good about just getting the 7 in on 6. And then, you know, just playing a very strong board on 7. Wow, this is a quick swap. I mean, that's why this guy's the GOAT, man. He just really quickly swapped over his entire board to the right side, which is not something that I think I would be able to do that easily. Yeah, sorry about my I have con sickness after the Paris Open. Not too bad, but a little bit of a cough and a sniffle that I've been getting over the last few days while I've been on my trip. Though it hasn't been too bad, so I've been fine with it. It's just seems like what happens. I think everybody got sick after Vegas. A lot of people got sick after Paris, myself included. Some people way sicker than me. I know. Heard from some people that they were like really sick, and at least I have not been that sick. All right, Crown Guard going to come down here as our item slam. Yeah, the other question is kind of what we want to do with the rest of our items, and yeah, and we just pick up the Chain Vest here to make some kind of tank item. I do think getting to that first 3-item carry, 3-item Trynd, fantastic here to just kind of make our board strong on stage 3 was really, really important. And now we can start balancing the items out a little bit. So, you know, 1 Ashe item, 1 Sejuani item, and, you know, hopefully at this, next minion round, we can get towards the rest of our stuff upgrade. Wow, we're rolling to 40 gold here, and we actually hit, look at this, 6 Ashe, 6 Neeko, 6 Trynd. I mean, not bad by any means. I really do like the gain 21 gold here, just to give us that little bit of boost in econ that allowed us to roll deep on 6, but still then be able to, have econ here. Rotate into this player here. By the way, this is YBY1 playing on his Vietnamese account because he is just, you can see at the top right there, a disgusting amount of LP in an A here. Just rolling down to 40 again here for everything. I don't like doing stuff like this just because, it's fine. We'll get back up to 40 gold here. But it's just like, why? I don't know. He's riding on the wave, I guess. Why not here? We'll be up to 40 gold here. It's fine. But it's never like we're gonna roll down this round here. All right, so we get a good amount of gold here. This means we can just roll deep here for our 3 stars. Really close to Neeko 3 as well. Actually, gonna roll continually deep here. Have to sell that was really annoying. Oh my god, but he hits here hugely. Okay, and yeah, then we can talk about items here. I do like IE. Yeah, I vow, honestly, just call it a day. Yeah, I mean, this setup looks really, really nice. Just the IE to pair really, really well with the Nashor's Tooth here. I mean, the items just work out fantastically, and then the vow to become a good tank item, and then yeah, we hit everything. Sadly, we did have to sell the Swain because we got bench locked. But I mean, I don't think you feel too bad about this. You hit everything here, and unlocked the Nidalee as well, of course. Though I don't think really gonna play for her. Ooh, tiny but deadly for the extra MS sounds pretty juicy. I mean, I don't think we need these other. I mean, I think it's just a tiny but deadly, right? Tiny but deadly here. AS is great onto these units. The MS is not bad. I guess he doesn't really need the MS that much because we have Darkened Scythe. But I mean, the S is never bad in a spot like this. So I think we can pick this up. He's also actually holding on to the Neeko or not the Neeko, but the Nidalee here. I would be surprised. And yeah, he's actually just gonna back row the Tryndamere just because we know he's gonna zoom up to the front row, Joe. So just make sure that he doesn't like take aggro from anything like that. Okay, we're good. I'll probably edit out a tiny little section there where my video lagged, but okay. I mean, 69 HP. Spot looks amazing. Really, our only annoyance is that once again we did have to sell the Swain here, so we're gonna have to push 7 and pick that up again. But I mean, this is the board, fully operational. We hit on fantastic tempo, honestly. 4-1 with this eco augment with all these items made. I do really just feel like this game shows the power of item augment and like extra item portal in this comp, just because, you know, normally it's gonna be hard to get to 9 full items, right? 3 Ashe, 3 Trynd, 3 tank. But in this spot we can actually make it to 3 Ashe, 3 Trynd, 3 tank. I do also think, you know, just Trynd, a 3-item Trynd in the early game carried us so hard stage 2 and stage 3. I feel like this was just a standout game from having extra items here. We do need to finish up. I mean, I wouldn't even mind just a 4-cost giant spell here. We do have Ashe items to finish up as well here. And yeah, it's Ashe item or tank item here. And we do just get the 4-cost giant spell here. Yeah, I mean, can easily be this. We are lacking a lot of util here. We'd really like something like an Evan's Shroud here, or Sunfire Cape or Morello or something like that. We're lacking all of that right now. So yeah, I mean, a little bit awkward here. We do have the option to level this round. It would just be for Juggernaut, which really doesn't do anything on this board, so YBY1 just going to opt to make gold here. I think this makes sense, right? Until we have the Swain, there's not really much to add. Even honestly, like an Arcanist, I wouldn't mind leveling to add. But aside from that, I mean, once again, Juggernaut for Briar, I mean, it makes the traits light up, which is very cool. But I mean, aside from that, I don't think it does much. I mean, even the Leona, I think I would feel good about playing here. Yeah, this looks fantastic here. Just get some heal cut onto this board that we're kind of lacking right now. So yeah, makes perfect sense here. And still just win streaking with this board. I mean, the board's disgusting. Wow, that was kind of scary. For a second there, I think he accidentally swapped Ashe and Trynd here. Ends up being okay, but a little scared. This is why I don't do this. I had a game in Paris where I tried to do a quick Freljord swap at the last second. I'm on this like Paris mouse that I'm not used to, and I accidentally mispositioned one of my units. And to be fair, I don't think it made like a huge difference in the fight, but I was like, oh my god, this is kind of hard. But YBY1, of course, APM beast, so it doesn't matter for him. At this point, we're just looking at a very fast level 8 here. Obviously, Swain fits nicely onto this board, which then makes your level 9 a tad bit, or your level 8 a tad bit awkward here. And then, you know, level 9, you can think about stuff. I mean, he's holding 5 Freljord, or I guess he was, and then ended up selling the extra piece there. We get, what is that, a bunch of gold? Was that gold or was that nothing? I think that was 64. Yeah, there was a bunch of gold. Still that bug where the gold just doesn't show up, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, let's roll down here. I mean, he's gonna play Nidalee here. Ooh, okay. He'll play Nid on this board for now. Does need to finish off Ashe items, which I guess has to be GS. I mean, GS Sunfire Adaptive looks quite reasonable to me. You could also make Evan's Shroud. Evan Shroud GS Vow. I, for some reason, am leaning towards GS Sunfire Adaptive. I feel like the Sunfire is more important than the Even Shroud, but I could be wrong. Let's see what Mr. YBY1 wants to play here. He likes Sunfire. See, he likes Sunfire GS Adaptive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just light work for a guy like me figuring out what YBY1 wants to do. I do actually really, I think it's very cool to have this random Nidalee on this board here, because, I mean, I don't know how long she's going to stay on the board, but for now, you can do some really annoying stuff with Nidalee, because obviously she's on untargetable, so you can do some weird stuff where you trap, you force melee units to like walk around the Nidalee. He's just gonna play 5 Pharrell though, so no Swain actually on this board. Just gonna play 5 Pharrell. I mean, 5 Pharrell is a great way, obviously, to cap this board, and then I guess his level 9 is gonna have to be Swain. But I mean, it's just extra stats onto both of our Freljord units. Also gives you a lot more positioning freedom with the 2 statues, and I mean, he is just destroying this lobby, man. This is also one of those comps there. You know, the faster you get going, the more you're winning, the more you're getting that infinite scaling. And he is, he finds the nets here. So yeah, immediately gets off it. I mean, these units do kind of fit on the board here. Like he was looking at this, this Vi plus Seraphine. It's a tad awkward to fit here. You can see we have like 3 defender on this. I don't know if we were ever really going to play this. But you know, maybe from something like a blast shields, but no blast shields, I think means we are not playing the Piltover in this spot here. So I mean, totally fine though. I think the board looks fantastic as is right now, and we are just clearing people. There was a scary board that we saw there, so maybe there will be someone who will challenge us. This guy Ishtal +1, also playing around the Draven. Interesting setup there. Obviously Draven, so premier, so much of a beast to play around these guys. Man, well, this YBY1 guy is rolling in it, man. Just 24/7. This guy is getting donos, and I don't know how much money that was. I mean, it's 10,000, 5,000. I mean, I don't know what the I don't know actually how the currency converts over, but it's like, I mean, that must be money. All right, let's pick up the Even Shroud off Carousel here. Also, he opts to actually make this swap over. Interesting, because he could have made this at any moment. Decides to make it now. GS over to Trin, and then DB over to Ashe here. Huh, okay. Just saying, at this point, the GS is actually more relevant onto the Tryndamere. Okay. I mean, once you get to this point in the game, I could certainly see it. Okay. That's interesting to think about. I would have, probably, just because the Darkened Blade, I left them together, but I mean, the GS, it does do fantastic work on this Tryndamere at this point too. I mean, the Ashe, the Trin, everybody is just scaled up so much on this board. Oh, and he is, now that we have the Swain, we are actually going to swap Swain Fiddle in on this board. Okay, so it's cool to know his prio, actually. He likes 5 Frel, but the second we find the Swain Fiddle is actually his prio. So like the util 5 cost in Fiddle, plus just the triple trait Swain. I mean, the Sork is not even bad on the entire board. The Noxus is just a really good pseudo util, pseudo like frontline trait, and then the Juggernaut's pretty fake, but I mean, it's good. And Swain is also just a broken unit in general. Yeah, we opt to play this as our level 9 here. Yeah, with Kindred actually. So that's another thing actually. We could play 5 Frel, but he opts to play the 2 util 5 costs, just Kindred plus the Fiddlesticks on this board, and even picks up. Ooh, are we gonna fit Shiv on this board? Not actually sure. Well, roll down, fit 2. Yeah, I don't really see how we would fit. Yeah, you'd have to cut some kind of important stuff here. All right, just going to move the Nashers over at this point. Take another GS here. Nashers just to get the Kindred casting. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And I mean, I don't know if anyone's capped high enough to beat us this game. I think we might just be killing everybody here. Like, I don't know. I think we might just be, too capped at this point. The board just looks fantastic here. I mean, this is a very nice 4 bruiser board out of this Shisa player. Man, so many people with the streamer mode on here. Actually, 5 people with streamer mode on in this lobby. I don't really get streamer mode for TFT. Like, who's out there sniping TFT pros? We do actually lose this fight. Wow. So maybe we can't outcap this board, huh? I thought we're bowling over the entire lobby, but this guy, made it to the Rise. Yeah, the Rise 2 caps this board so nicely, actually. Wow. So we'll see here. Move everything to the middle to try to just destroy the front line and get to backline as quickly as possible, and also try to aggro onto the Volibear. Though the Volley keeps aggroing onto the Trin here. The Volley aggroing on the Trin is really bad here. We want to try to make it so Volley gets stuck on our Neeko here. Yeah, this position actually not that ideal. Almost feel like we should put the Trin like even last row, though it's kind of awkward with this positioning because you can't really put it like full last row here. Take the Gargoyle here to make our just our front line a little bit longer, to make our util last. Ooh, we do it Kindred 2 here. Is it adapt? No, okay, he's just gonna keep it like this. Okay. Once again, okay, if we can make it so Trin does not receive aggro here, you swap to opposite side. Yeah, I love this. So opposite side of the bear here. Bear aggro's onto right side here. Maybe we have a shot here. We'll see here. Yeah, the Trin doing a lot of good work. Decent Kindred ult as well. The Trin alive at this point. Still taking a lot of Volibear damage. Oh my god, this Rise board. Oh, huge Kindred ult. Oh, but it's not enough. I mean, to be fair, this is a comp. It's hard to win games with this comp for sure. And this enemy board here, a lot similar to this the board that I've shown before about Rise capping out with this kind of like Lysandre comp, except playing the 4 Bruiser variation as well. I mean, a really nice version of that comp, and just it caps so high. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Metafy. All my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, as always. Bye.